From left, the iPhone 8, the iPhone X, and the iPhone 8 Plus. James Sullivan, Getty Images. There are a ton of great phones you can buy this year. But if you're intent on buying an iPhone in 2017, don't bother with the new iPhone 8 or the high-end iPhone X coming in November. I've owned an iPhone 7 Plus for over a year, and I've had a chance to try the new iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus as well. I can easily say the iPhone 7 is hands down the best bang for your buck iPhone-wise, aside from the excellent but diminutive iPhone SE. I have not yet tried the iPhone X, but unless it blows me away, I'm not sure if it's worth spending nearly double the cost of an iPhone 7. Here's why. View is one-page slides. Hollis Jones in Business Insider. If you care at all about photography, the rear cameras on the iPhone 7 Plus, the 8 Plus, and the X are nearly identical. The smaller iPhone 7 and iPhone 8 are also great shooters, but the larger Plus models include a second telephoto lens, so you can zoom without losing image quality. This is how Apple breaks down the camera specs of the iPhone 7 Plus, the 8 Plus, and the X. As you can see, all three camera systems are almost identical from a hardware perspective. The newer iPhone 8 and X have slow sync on the True Tone flash for better flash pictures, and the iPhone X has a slightly different aperture in the telephoto lens, but that's about it. The only other difference here is that the iPhone XS rear camera has optical image stabilization for both wide-angle and telephoto lenses. This helps with sharper images and video, especially in low-light settings. The iPhone 7 Plus and the 8 Plus have always for only the wide-angle lens, not the telephoto lens. But again, this doesn't make much of a difference for the user experience. iPhone 7 owners won't feel as though they are missing anything. Hollis Jones in Business Insider. The iPhone XS front-facing camera is complemented by an all-new TrueDepth camera system, which includes a set of sensors required to operate the new Face ID system to unlock the phone and make purchases via Apple Pay. But the front-facing cameras across the three iPhone models, 7, 8, and X, are almost identical. Again, here are the specs from Apple's website based on Apple's data. The iPhone 7 and the 8, as well as their respective Plus models, all have nearly identical front-facing camera systems. The iPhone X has a more sophisticated front-facing camera system overall, which also helps achieve some of those newer features like Face ID, portrait lighting, and Animoji, but none of those exclusive features on the selfie camera is a must-have just yet. Hollis Jones in Business Insider. No matter which iPhone you buy, you're getting Apple's first-class ecosystem, its security and updates, and its App Store, which has the best selection of apps. Since all of these iPhones run iOS 11, they all perform and behave very similarly. You'd be particularly hard-pressed to notice the differences between the iPhone 7 and the 8. If you're still having trouble seeing the differences among the iPhone 7, the iPhone 8, and the iPhone X, I highly recommend checking out Apple's iPhone comparison tool. But if you need further convincing, consider this: the iPhone 8 is basically a slightly faster iPhone 7 with a glass back for wireless charging. Would you spend $150 for those changes, especially knowing the phone doesn't come with a wireless charging pad? Try everything and see for yourself, but know that I'm not convinced that wireless charging is worth investing in quite yet. Wait until charging systems are better, cheaper, and more ubiquitous. It'll be a much better market by this time next year, for instance. And if you're holding out for the iPhone X, my question is this: why? Sure, some of the features on that phone are exciting, but are they worth paying nearly double the price of an iPhone 7? That is a question you'll need to answer for yourself. Consider this as well: by this time next year, we're going to be talking about an all-new iPhone, meaning the iPhone X will be less expensive and more available than it will be if you're trying to get a new iPhone before the end of this year. Simply put, there's no real reason to obsess over the latest phone when there's nothing wrong with the iPhone 7, last year's all-new phone. It has an excellent design, a gorgeous screen, and great battery life. And at $549 to start, it's our steal.